Have you ever wondered how a forest spreads when trees are stuck where they grow? Plants don't have legs, so seeds can't walk. To grow and survive, seeds have to get away from their parent plant. In biology, we call this movement seed dispersal. Because they can't move themselves, plants rely on outside helpers. Some seeds ride the water, some stick to animal fur, some explode out of their fruits, and many ride on the wind. Finding a way to travel is the absolute first step in a plant's survival plan. Today, we are going to look closely at that last helper, the wind. It acts as an invisible hero for many plants. To travel on a breeze, a seed has to meet two strict physical requirements. It needs to be very small, and it needs to be extremely light. But being tiny isn't enough. These seeds also grow special physical structures that are designed specifically to catch the air. These unique shapes turn ordinary seeds into tiny, natural flying machines built perfectly to travel through the sky. The most famous example of a wind-dispersed seed is probably sitting in your yard right now, the dandelion. This diagram shows a dandelion seed up close. At the bottom is the seed, attached to a tuft of fine white hairs, the hairy parachute. Watch as air moves. The wind catches the parachute, detaches the seed, and lifts it. It works exactly like a human skydiver's parachute. The hairs create drag in the air, slowing down the seed's fall and keeping it floating for a long time. Because they stay aloft so easily, these tiny parachutes can travel several kilometers away from where they started. Every time you pick up a fluffy dandelion and blow the seeds into the air, you are actively participating in wind dispersal. A completely different type of flying machine uses papery wings instead of hairs. This diagram shows a dropping maple seed. It features a thin, stiff structure on one side, labeled the wing. As it falls, air pushes up against that wing. This resistance forces the seed to rapidly spin downward, acting exactly like helicopter blades. Not all winged seeds spin, though. Seeds from ash and pine trees also have thin wings, but they use them differently. Instead of rotating, their flat wings allow them to catch the breeze and glide horizontally on the wind currents. Tree seeds are heavier than dandelion fluff. Whether spinning or gliding, these papery wings give them the lift to stay airborne and find new ground. Now let's look at a third method of wind travel. This one doesn't fly, it shakes. This cross-section diagram of a poppy pod shows hundreds of small seeds resting at the bottom and a ring of tiny holes near the top. When strong wind blows, the stem sways violently. This shaking forces seeds to bounce upward and escape. If that motion looks familiar, it is because this plant works exactly like a standard kitchen pepper shaker. This shaker method is brilliant. Instead of dumping all the seeds at once, it scatters them gradually in all directions every time the wind blows. Why do plants put so much energy into growing parachutes, wings, and shakers? If seeds drop straight down, they pile up underneath the parent plant, overcrowding the area and fail to thrive. Packed tightly together, the new seedlings are blocked from the sun above, fighting the parent plant for water and root space below. Riding the wind provides an escape plan. Traveling away guarantees the new plants find their own uncrowded soil, bright sunlight, and plenty of water. Let's see how much you remember about the tiny flying machines we just explored. It's quiz time. Question 1. Which seed uses a hairy parachute to travel? If you said the dandelion, you are correct. Question 2. What do papery wings help maple seeds do? They help them glide and spin. Finally, question 3. Which plant's fruit acts exactly like a natural pepper shaker? That would be the poppy. Float, glide, spin, and shake. These 4 actions define how plants use the air around them to move. With these designs, plants have spread across the world. They prove you don't need legs to travel, as long as you can fly.